So following on from the previous two videos, here's another example here. Suppose you're given y equals this thing here. How would you go about differentiating this? How would you go about finding dy by dx? So to do this here, when given this here, inside your mind, visualize it as this: y equals bubble to the power of -1. So the bubble being 3x squared minus 8x. Okay, but inside your mind, just visualize it as bubble to the power of -1. So when you come to actually differentiate it, so dy by dx here equals so when given this here, in your mind, visualize this, or when you come to do it as when you come to do it, differentiate it straight away. So it's going to be -1. Remember, this one here goes down here. And then the bubble intact will be this squared minus 8x, and then the power gets minus by 1, so that would be -2, and then times, and then it's got to be times, and then you've got to times it with the differential of the bubble itself. So that would be 6. That would be 6x minus 8. Okay, so dy by dx equals this here. Now it's just a matter of tidying up. So at the moment you've got one block multiplying with this block here, and then you're going to multiply with this block here. So just tidy up now. So you've got, so this here it becomes you've got your -1 block here, and then visualize this thing as 1 over 3x squared minus 8x, and then to the power of 2. Okay, so this is from our indices, because whenever you have a bubble, let's say a bubble to the -2 here, we don't really understand what it means to have a power of a -2, so we immediately jump to 1 over bubble to the +2. So this here is the same as this. That's what we're doing with this block here. Okay, that's what we're doing with that block. And then don't forget, you still got to times it with this block here, which is 6x 6x minus 8 here. So here we've got one block multiplying with this block here. Okay, and now that they're all multiplying together, this one here gets multiplied to the top, so that will then become -1 over 3x squared minus 8x squared here, and then we still got to times this, and then this block here gets multiplied to the top. Okay, so this will then become minus 6x plus 8 over 3x squared minus 8x, and then square this. Okay, and then just to tidy up, we're just going to switch the positive 8 over here, and then we have minus 6x. So it really becomes this. Okay, so dy by dx equals this. Okay, just to summarize, suppose you're given something like this here. Okay, so you would then let u equals this thing here. So let u be this bubble here. Okay, so let u be this thing. So you would visualize this thing here as this. Okay, and then when if you want to find dy by dx, well, dy by dx would be u trying to differentiate this with respect to u. So it's u differentiating it with respect to u, and then you've got to times it with du by dx. Now this here is a chain rule here, but it's quite, we don't fully at the moment you don't fully understand the chain rule, because it's quite strange in that, suppose you're given this here, how did the first person know that you can just suppose y equals this here, how did the first person know that if you want to find dy by dx, you can just simply differentiate the bubble here? Okay, so that would be 6, the thing intact, the bubble intact, 4x squared plus 5x, and then oh yeah, this one here, yeah, and then times it by the differentiate by the different by the differential of the second the bubble here. So that would be this here. Now, how did the first person know you're able to do this? How did the first person know that you can just differentiate this bit and then times it by this? How did the first person know that? So this is a chain rule, and yes, you could argue, oh, this cancels out with this. You could argue that, but at the moment, I don't expect you to fully understand why this works. Why is it that you just differentiate this and then times by the differential of the bubble? How is it that this works? How did the first person know this? So you see this. Well, when we have this here, y equals this. Don't forget, I still owe you an explanation of why is it that when you differentiate this here, you would get n and then x and then n minus 1. Why is it that this thing here gets minus by 1? I still owe you an explanation as to why this is the case. It's true, we can use a binomial expansion to prove for all n being greater than 0, all n being whole but greater than 0. I've proved that to you, but I haven't proved it in the case of, let's say, where n is -3. I still owe you an explanation for this, but in order for me to explain this, you will need to build up more knowledge to understand, in order to understand why this gets minus by 1, even in the case of x to the power of -7. So when you differentiate this, it will become -7x to the power of -8. You see, you don't fully understand why this is the case yet. You need to build up your knowledge in order to understand this case here, and the knowledge that you will need is implicit differentiation here. You will need to build up more knowledge in order to fully understand this. Now, in the case of the chain rule here, you've got dy by dx, and then you're saying differentiate it by dy by du, and then times it by du by dx. Now, at this stage here, I'm just asking you to just accept that you differentiate this and then times this. You don't fully understand this yet. You will need to build up more knowledge. You need to have more knowledge in order to fully understand this, why this works. Okay. At the moment, for the time being, just accept that you just accept this chain rule here, because you need to understand the chain rule here in order to understand implicit differentiation, and then in order to understand this bit here, you would need to understand implicit differentiation in order to understand this bit here. So yeah, just at the moment, just understand that yes, there is something strange going on with there is something strange going on with dy by dx. You can just simply just get this times this, but you don't yet. I don't think you fully understand the chain rule yet. You will need to build up more knowledge here in order to really fully understand it. Okay, which I hope one day I will explain to you.